Welcome to News in Depth for Tuesday, February 19th, 2019. I'm Ramesh Jairam with the details. Here's what's making the headlines tonight. Workers who were dismissed by RUSAL in Region 10 are calling on government to take firm action against the mining company. Here is Royston Drakes with this report from the city.
Some of the 60 fired RUSAL bauxite workers want the company to give recognition to their union. Some of the workers stood outside of the Ministry of Social Protection Department of Labor, awaiting word on the outcome of a meeting between the Chief Labor Officer and the management of RUSAL. The workers said they feel disrespected by the company after taking strike action.
You are standing up for your rights. They are firing us who are Guyanese and they are foreigners. Don't they expect us to react? They are the ones who are supposed to be fired. They are not living here. They are providing employment at the cheapest cost you can think about. The cheapest cost. And when you stand up for your rights, they're ready to tell you, we're going to fire you. The GM is telling you that take off your clothes and go home. We are not going home anywhere. We are living here. They are the ones that got to go home.
The workers said that this has to come to an end once and for all. They are calling on the government to take firm action against the company.
Government to take firm action. It seems like the Ministry of Social Protection, they're slow marching. So we calling on the government, on the president himself, if he could look into this matter, because as the whole country, since 2009, this grievance between we and the back and forth, and nobody is stepping in. I hired 61 workers yesterday. I'm on the list. Right now I'm out of a job. I'm not working. You understand? It's the same thing happened in 29. The workers were fired. Nothing was said. Nothing was done. Those men went home. I hope it's not a reoccurrence on how they treat the situation back in 2009. I hope there's not a recurrence of it, because it's total disrespect and no one seems to care, no one seems to be helping us. So we have to stand up for ourselves, because it's total.
The grievances between the workers and the company dates back to 2009, when several workers were dismissed by the company following repeated protests over the working conditions and other issues. RUSAL management said they were unhappy with the entire development.
The family of the police officer who was involved in a plane crash in West Bank, Demerara, is thankful he made it out alive. Here is Tracy Khan with this report.
The family of 29-year-old Mark Grumman of number 51 Village, Corintina, rejoicing his life was spared. The police officer who was stationed at Etteringbank in Region 7 was heading out of the interior with a pilot of a Cessna aircraft when it reportedly ran out of gas and crashed. The men were transporting the body of an American missionary who died after falling from the mountain in Region 7 when the incident occurred. The police officer's mother, Alexis Grumman, told this newscast that her son is a father of two and has been stationed at different locations in the interior over the course of his career in the force.
I start panicking, and then my husband tell me, let don't panic, let just relax. But then I continue when I go to bed, I continue praying, I continue praying. Soon. Plan to visit it soon. Yes, I raised Mark by myself. It was hard.
The pilot has been identified as Lincoln Gomez. The men were stranded for several hours before they were rescued. The single-engine 182 Cessna aircraft is completely wrecked. The pilot reportedly sustained a broken jaw and the policeman suffered a broken leg. They are currently receiving medical attention at the facility in Georgetown. Investigations into the crash are ongoing.
More news on other sides of the break. Stay with us.
Hey, looky there. Let me go techie boots.
Boots? No, mama, I ain't gonna get lock up teeth in them big stinky 30-second hand boots. Plus, it gonna be more cheaper online. And don't got my favorite color, pink. Let me go on.
Online shopping. Cheaper, faster, better. Passback.
Caribbean rice from the lush rice fields of Guyana straight to your home. Caribbean Rice. Our people, our rice.
A young cancer patient who lost one of her feet is in need of financial assistance for treatment. Here is Tracy Khan with his heartbreaking report.
At the tender age of 10, Brianna Nelson is facing her biggest challenge in fighting to live a normal life. Most children her age are happy and healthy as they prepare to transition to their teenage years. But Brianna has to come to grips with the fact that she now has only one foot. Despite going through so much, she still has a smile on her face and is pursuing her education at the Cumberland Primary School in Kanji, Berbice. She was diagnosed with sarcoma cancer last year, and immediately after, doctors had to amputate one of her feet in an effort to save her life. But she is still not out of the woods.
Well, she do the chemo. So then after she finished the chemo last December, then she do the radiation therapy. So then we can know when she finishes the radiation, then they can do a whole body checkup.
That was her 29-year-old mother, Amanda Prince, who works as a cleaner at Cumberland Secondary. In 2018, Brianna's heel began to swell and hurt uncontrollably. She was taken to the hospital, and doctors told the family she was suffering from a fracture.
And they said, oh, it's sprained, she sprained it again. So then cast it again. 2 times and cast it. So when they cast it now, and we come home, she started crying, Mommy, it's hurting. So I cut it out, and then you see the heel start, swollen. And well, so come there, we carry she to George Young Hospital and so then do X-ray and everything, and from then it start swell, get big.
The family was later confronted with the dreadful news.
Well, it is not easy. It is not easy. Because some days when you come home and she's sleeping, when you watch it, she's a child with 2 foot. Now you got to watch a child with 1.5 foot. It is very hard. Tears come to your eyes. She's making out okay because she's very brave. 1 and 2 times she come home and say without the children, that's trouble she. And take away the clutch. We just now tell her she don't bother with them. Life goes on. It's not like if she put the sickness on herself. I want the best for her because Brianna is an intelligent child. And by the chemo that she take, it dropped she back a little in school because over 6 months she didn't go in and out, 1 time a month, 2 times a month she go to school because the pain was terrible on her.
That was her grandmother, Sharon Blair. Brianna is currently undergoing radiation therapy in Georgetown, and that has also taken a toll on the family financially.
Because we will thankful every cent count right now. And because she have to do the chemo, the radiation, and every cent count right now because we're in need of the radiation money right now. I was thankful to the general public if they could donate.
Some days, Brianna is discouraged from attending school because she's mocked by some of the students as a result of her sickness, but she's still not given up. I was stunned when I asked Brianna what she's most worried about at this point.
I just want God to keep my family safe. Like if any harmful thing happened to them.
Persons who would like to help the family can call 617-8245 or 327-7528.
So, the Guyana Elections Commission today met for its statutory meeting and saw the commissioners voting on 3 key issues relating to the holding of early elections. One of the issues voted on was that the commission cannot be operationalized to meet the 90 days deadline for early elections. The commission also voted for house-to-house registration, which will commence as per GCOM's work plan. GCOM's chairman, retired Chief Justice James Patterson, used his casting vote to support the work plan for house-to-house registration to commence immediately. This is not sitting well with the opposition People's Progressive Party, which issued a statement this afternoon ridiculing the GCOM's chairman for his casting vote. The party cited him as complicit with the government to put the country in a constitutional crisis.
Horse racing fans, get ready for the first annual Triple Crown Horse Race meeting. 27 races, 2 different tracks with over $20 million in cash and prizes up for grabs. The first leg with runoff on Sunday 24th February at the Rising Sun Turf Club. The action continues on March 24th at the same venue for the second leg. And the final leg on April 21st at the Port Morant Turf Club. It's a Triple Crown Horse Race meeting featuring the top horses and the jockeys. See and be there. Presented by Jumbo Jet Thoroughbred Horse Racing Committee.
One of Berbice's oldest man will celebrate his 102nd birth anniversary on Saturday. Let's take a look.
I can't believe it. I didn't know I was gonna see somebody so good looking.
The expression age is a case of mind over matter best describes Mr. Victor Lewis, who is 101 years old and has the energy and sharpness of most young men. This Saturday, he will celebrate another year on Earth, and when we visited him at his Brighton Village Quarantine Berbice home, he expressed how grateful he is for the blessing of life. To celebrate such an important milestone, his family will be throwing him a party. Mr. Lewis was born on February 25, 1917, to Johnny Lewis and Rachel Albert. He was a carpenter and also planted rice and cash crop in his younger days. In 1941, he married Monica Williams, and they have 11 children together. She died 19 years ago. He explained that allowing God to be in control is his secret to living this long.
My life wasn't critical, it's decent and nice. Because the man, he said, you don't got to fight everything. Left everything to him. So anything you got to move since you start with God. That's all. And the thing just ends so nice that since you call God's name, don't everything I look, you come in normal. Praise God for the thing. God's blessing is good. And you cannot live with the trouble, you cannot live without God.
Mr. Lewis recalls vividly his earlier years traveling across Berbice and enjoying his youth.
So there was no partying
Party?
and stuff like that.
What?
You never used to party.
What? Yes, man. What? In other days? In other days? Mother, day? You're there for Tongal to Skeldon? Yeah.
Even at this age, he is strong and does not have any serious medical complications.
No trouble feelings. No kind of feelings at all. Praise be to God. Is that what you say, you know?
So you feel like we should look for a bride for you back again? We should look for a bride for you now?
My girl, everything. Me can't tell you nothing. Me never say prepare nothing. And the man say you left everything. That's what you say. Me can't tell you what can take place.
So you're not telling me no, so you still have his mind.
Yes.
This is his advice to youths. With that, we've come to the end of tonight's newscast. If you have a news story or tip, you can contact us on 698-2500, 666-4337, or 618-6533. You can also visit our website, www.rdproductiongy.com, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at Royston Drake's Production for more details on these and other stories. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of News in Depth. I'm Ramesh Jairam saying goodnight.